What's up, guys? Nudge Freak here, back with another video. You know, I haven't really done a video in a while, and I apologize for that. I've been busy all week at work. I'm completely fucked up. Not alcohol-wise, but just fucked up, like tired, like bushed, like done. I'm just ready to fucking go home, go to the shore this weekend, and do what I gotta do. But I gotta get onto this Evan Mathis thing because a lot of people are pissing me off about this. In my honest opinion, when Evan Mathis was first absent, I didn't think he was on the Birds anymore. That's just what I thought. I know other people were like, they thought he was going to come back. They thought that he was going to be a big asset to this team. You know, honestly, people are stupid. People are really stupid. I don't mean to be an asshole, but how can you not have that in the back of your mind that he may not be coming back? Like, I mean, if the Eagles didn't offer him a contract for like the last, I don't know, 3 years, they weren't that high on him to begin with. Alright, any employee that doesn't give you money up front or money, a salary, okay, and they say you have to work for it, they're basically testing you out. They're testing the waters to see what else they can get. They held on to Evan Mathis because he's good. He's not great, okay? I don't care what anybody says. He's not a great offensive lineman. He's a good offensive lineman. There's much better talent out there. I honestly think Barbary could come in and fill his shoes. I really do. I think Barbary's pretty good. But Evan Mathis, you know, I don't know why everyone's so high on him. I don't. I mean, when he came over for the Broncos, I was like, you know, this guy seems pretty cool. And then he filled the shoes pretty well. But I don't understand why everyone loves Evan Mathis. I really don't. Like, for example, I'd go on Twitter and the first thing I would see is, what the fuck, Chip? What are you doing? Why are you just releasing Evan Mathis? Why aren't you keeping him? We suck now. First of all, guys, we're the 6th rated roster on Pro Football. Pro Football rankings. So obviously he's got a plan. All right. Us losing Evan Mathis, what does that drop us down to 7th? Like, you guys make no sense to me. Why are you guys flipping out about Evan Mathis? Chip's system doesn't necessarily need a great offensive line. It's so fast, you don't know what's going to go on. You don't know if you're going to pass the ball. You don't know if you're going to run the ball. You just don't know. You don't know. So I don't know why everyone's flipping out about us losing Evan Mathis. I don't understand it. Now, first of all, let me understand. Let me get something out there real quick. I know a lot of people have a big following on Twitter. A lot of people like to use Twitter. Me, personally, I think it's fucking annoying because everyone thinks they're a know-it-all in there, and honestly, I'm the type of dude that gets pissed off really quickly when someone tries to prove me wrong, like try to prove me wrong when I know I'm right, and I don't have time for that bullshit. I get mad way too quickly. And plus it's a big circle jerk on there, you know, it's the same group of guys. I don't, like, they seem like they're cool, but you know, I don't have time for that shit. You know, I just watch the games. I love my Eagles, and I don't have bullshit time to just use on talking about what this team may be or may not be. Why don't you just watch the fucking game? How about that? You're not fucking Houdini. You can't tell the future. Why don't you just watch the fucking game? I mean, do people really not have lives to be on Twitter 24/7? Like, I saw this one guy, he had like fucking 140,000 tweets. I was like, what the fuck? Like, that's like worse. Adam Schefter has 25,000 tweets. That's just, I don't know, man. I mean, Twitter maybe for some people, but that's borderline insane. Especially if you're not a sports writer. That's just borderline fucking insane. But you know what? You guys do you, I'll do me. You know, it is what it is. Now, I'm gonna address 2 more things. All right. I'm gonna address the Eagles fan pages. All right. Now, someone asked me to do be an admin a long time ago, like my sophomore year in college. They wanted me to be on Eagles Mania. It's pretty big now. You know, I helped start it. You know, I obviously got kicked out of that group because, you know, they honestly couldn't handle me. I curse way too much. I put my thoughts in everything way too much, and you know, they couldn't handle that. They're trying to get big, they're trying to get famous, they're trying to get like college admins on there, stuff like that. You know, that's cool. You know, I was spicing it up a bit. I brought a lot of viewers to and fans to that page. I mean, all of my statuses got the most likes, but it is what it is. No hard feelings, Eagles Mania. Good luck to you guys. I still think you guys are probably the best out there. I saw this one fan page It was like Chip Kelly and Trust and Chip or whatever it is. You know, I think I followed it because I was being nice to somebody, but you know, these guys, man, I swear, I don't know where they get them. You know, they're asking one of their questions. I still remember what it was. Tim Tebow was out late at practice throwing balls to, I don't know who the fuck, G.J. Kinney or whatever the fuck his name is, the guy that converted from quarterback to wide receiver, and they asked, what do you make of this? And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? You have nothing else to talk about, really? And then you have this fucking one person saying, we lose Evan Mathis, what does this do to the offensive line? And I'm like, nothing. And then they write back to me, they're like, why do you say that? And I'm like, I just said what I think of it. I just don't think that we need a great offensive line. You know, I don't get where they get some of these people. You know, they know, some of them know how to talk, I get that, but you know, some of them just don't know the game of football, and it ruins pages, I'm telling you. It's just, I know it's a little bit too explicit for Eagles Mania. You know, it was cool, it was fun, but you know, if I'm too explicit, it is what it is. You know, I can't really control that. But yeah, that's basically about that. You know, get that shit out of the way. The Eagles fan pages, you know, step up your games a bit because you're embarrassing us all. Another thing I'm going to talk about is, why is there so much hate on LeBron James? I've been watching these games, man, and let me tell you something. It's all LeBron versus Golden State. It's all LeBron. You know, this team that LeBron is carrying is complete shit from up and down the lineup. And they're tied 2-2. You obviously don't know the sport of basketball, or you're a hater if you're trashing LeBron James for not winning the games. You're kidding, right? Now, in no way, shape, or form am I rooting for the Cavaliers. I'm rooting for LeBron. I'm a LeBron fan, okay? But if Cleveland loses the championship, I will not be upset. Because yes, the Cavaliers have the most junkiest, the most degenerate fans in that shitty town of Cleveland I've ever seen. I mean, you're burning the guy's jersey after he pretty much carries your team throughout the playoffs back in 2010, and when he comes back, you want to suck his dick again. You know, I never supported that. You know, I hope they all die. Well, not all die, that's kind of mean, but you know, it is what it is. But you know, LeBron is just, he's a god, he's God-given talent. He's out of the world. He's definitely debatable with MJ. If he wins with this fucking roster, come on. Like, give the guy credit. Come on. I know you don't like his attitude, but come on, give him credit for 2 seconds. That's basically it. That's basically all I have to say, and have a good day, everyone. Peace.